Dear Cancer, before you intruded into my life, I was a mother, a wife, a friend, the team mom for my twin sons' baseball team, and an assistant at my son's elementary school. I enjoyed traveling with my family and just loved my simple, normal life, just like many moms. Then one day in June of 2013, you, Cancer, without invitation, moved into our lives. It was a complete shock. We were terrified. We had many questions and many tears. The diagnosis was stage 4B, with little to no chance of survival. Our lives became focused solely on you, the unwelcome interloper into our family. You invaded every aspect of our lives. You were the shadow in every photograph, the uninvited guest at every birthday party and holiday gathering. We all just wanted you gone. My new normal became days filled with long drives to doctor consultations, appointments, blood tests, CT scans, MRIs, PET scans, infusions, days of nausea, vomiting, surgeries, needles, ginger drops, juicing, and lots of prayers. One day during a day-long chemo session, my doctor pulled my family aside and asked to speak to them privately. While I knew there was little hope to survive you, he tried to take it all away as he stood before my parents and my husband and told them all to get my affairs in order and that we were looking at months and not years. I began to imagine my boys' lives growing up without a mother. I even began secretly writing letters to them for my family to give them after I passed. You had stolen our security, our dreams, and our hopes for the future. But little did you know, after the shock wore off, that deep inside me, my strength was brewing. The battle was on. I had an entire army behind me, and my husband became the commander-in-chief. My brother and sister-in-law helped me get in touch with an amazing doctor who was willing to do whatever it took to help me fight you. Family, friends, co-workers, doctors, strangers who heard my story all added their prayers and support. There were numerous calls, texts, emails, late-night conversations, prayers, flowers, hugs, and cries, together with countless scans, chemo sessions, doctors, and treatment consultations. Family from Connecticut, Massachusetts, Kentucky, Missouri, Florida, Georgia, and Illinois all rushed to my side to help support us. That amazing doctor, who was willing to do whatever it took, did just that. He opened up the entire oncology floor at Massachusetts General Hospital on a Saturday to give me the treatment I desperately needed and steered me to various clinical trials to help start the battle to save my life. Then there were surgeries and a groundbreaking trial at the National Institute for Health, which included T-cell therapy, during which my immune system was completely taken down and then reintroduced. This trial required me to spend several long weekends and then 6 weeks away from my sons during an exciting baseball season. Thankfully, I had an army to take care of my boys and help them get to practices, cheer them on at games, and even a dear friend to send me moment-by-moment plays so I could keep up from my hospital bed. The nurses and doctors even joined me cheering the team on. After returning for a follow-up scan, the doctors at the NIH released me from the trial as the tumors began growing again. This led to a period of time of no treatment at all. While you, Cancer, grew and spread, my army and I continued to search for help, never ceasing in our prayers. My family even organized and gathered a healing mass. Life went on as we searched and waited for our next step. Our boys went to school. There were birthday parties, holidays, vacations, and work. As the boys became teenagers, out there in the medical world, there were brilliant, dedicated researchers developing immunotherapy drugs and treatments. Then a wonderful physician at the West Clinic had your number now, Cancer. He fought for me to be one of 70 people included in a nationwide clinical trial, and for part of that trial to take place right here locally at the West Clinic. This is where the tide turned against you, Cancer. The tumors all began shrinking and even became non-existent. Now we have come to a parting of ways. You were part of my life for a long time, what seemed like an eternity. 5 years, in fact. I want you gone from my life. You may not want me to share this with others, Cancer, but in my fight against you, I learned the importance of being my own advocate. To seek the best doctors and hospitals, to get second and even third opinions. Ignore or silence the negative voices in your ear. Never give up the fight or accept the statistics. Because you know what, Cancer? I am not a statistic, and I'll never accept being one. I'm someone's mom, someone's wife, someone's daughter, and someone's friend, just like I was before you came along, and that's who I always will be. You are a tough competitor, but not as tough or as powerful as our God. With God, all things are possible, even when mere mortals tell you that there is absolutely no chance of survival. And I know my life was spared because God had other plans for me. Every chance I get, I try to encourage those fighting you to fight with all their might. I thank Courage Through Cancer for giving me this opportunity to spread the hope. Today, by the grace of God, brilliant doctors, a loving army of family and friends, I am here and able to thank everyone who has helped me survive you, Cancer. Although my new normal is still with me in some aspects, I am a survivor. My mission now is to help others battle you when they are faced with a scary prognosis of little or no chance to survive you, as I was. This is where we part ways for good, Cancer. Should you come again, just know that I, along with my friends and family, are armed and ready. Sincerely, Lori D'Entremont.